Do you feel as though your attitude towards the plaintiff and her daughter changed at some point?
So there was an incident in January. One of the family members who lives in my home comes screaming at me, saying that she was being aggressive towards her child, which made me reach out as a mandated reporter to call 911. Obviously, she got upset, but a case wasn't open. They talked to her daughter. They said if anything else happened, to call them back.
All right, Ms. Dampierre, what happened?
So my daughter and I were in the room, and she was frustrated. When my daughter gets frustrated, she raises her voice, she cries, she does things of that sort. She's 11. But so we were having a conversation, and she started to cry, as she does. Her son heard the conversation, went and told Virtue what was going on. Virtue came running through the hallway screaming at me. "You're not gonna be in here, you know, this and that to your daughter, whatnot," screaming. I said, I didn't do anything to my daughter. And when officers arrived, they spoke with my daughter. I allowed them to speak with her alone.
And Ms. Gonzalez admitted it went nowhere. I mean, she admitted the case wasn't open. And at that point, you still had enough of a relationship that you assisted her in getting hired at the same hotel.
I mentioned that they were hiring. I offered her a ride. She went, and the manager hired her also as a housekeeper.
Okay. Who asked whom to leave?
No one asked anyone to leave. I only got to that place because during the course of our employment there, things got hostile, and my boss got wind of it because she started to say she did not want to bring me to work.
Okay.
So she offered if I could come and stay for a week or so in order for me to go to work.
So your boss offered you very temporary accommodations. Were you planning to go back to Ms. Gonzalez's?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I only left with 1 week's worth of clothes. I didn't even have my ID.
Ms. Gonzalez, you looked surprised at that.
Very surprised.
Tell me what your version of events
When
is.
the issue happened with calling 911, I no longer felt comfortable with the situation. I didn't know if it was going to recur. I didn't know if it didn't. I asked her. She paid rent. In February, I said, okay, the end of the month, please be out, which would be March 1st.
Ms. Dampierre has said that you were verbally abusive to her daughter. Please, I want to give you a chance to respond.
I love children. To this day, I still have daycare kids that I provided when I had my facility open. Still, I watch for them.
Did you yell at her, snicker at her?
No. There was one time, I will take responsibility. She kicked my dog, and I said, don't ever, and maybe I did say it in a loud voice. I apologize if I did, and I apologize to her and to her daughter.
I'm going to go ahead and pass this to Judge Corriero.
I want to drill down on your damage claim.
Okay.
You say that at the end of February, you asked the defendant to bring items from her home to you at the hotel.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that she refused and told me to have all of my belongings removed from her property by March 5th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that true, Ms.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
How long did you keep any of her property?
So to this day, I still have her TV and her deep freezer, which is still collected into my electricity. They're still there. Those are the two big things that she left behind.
Which belonged to her?
She said she'd be there on March 15th. I gave her till March 15th. On March 14th, there was a horrible smell coming from her room. That's the day I opened the door and seen how she had left the room. I left everything there, waited until the 15th, didn't hear from her that whole weekend, and on March 18th, she got in contact with me again that she needed more time.
And did she pick up her property?
She didn't come and pick up on her own.
Never?
No. February 19th, she called me, hey, can you bring my wallet? I need this. I packed some of her stuff, took her ID. That way she could cash her check at work on the 20th. Some of her daughter's clothes and things I took to the hotel to her. The rest of the stuff, there wasn't anything else there that was of value.
Did you throw out any personal property of the plaintiff?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So are you saying that Ms. Gonzalez is lying?
Yes, Your Honor.
Show me the text messages where she admitted, according to you, that she was going to get rid of your property.
That was a phone conversation that we had.
What does the personal property amounting to $2,304 consist of?
There was clothes there, jackets, shoes. There was diamond jewelry that I had for my daughter.
Do you have receipts for
electronic
these items?
Everything that I would have had was in that room.